Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Michael Schumacher is without doubt one of the most popular and successful Formula One drivers of all time. This man has achieved nearly everything that there is to achieve in Formula One, and he did it with style, grace, and sheer determination. But how did this German driver become the great Michael Schumacher? Well, let's find out. Michael Schumacher was born on January 3, 1969, in the small town of Heppenheim in Germany. From the time he was 3 years old, Michael knew that he wanted to be a race car driver. His father, Mick, was a car dealer and racing enthusiast who had a go-kart track near his dealership. Young Michael would spend hours and hours at the racetrack, driving, testing, and honing his skills. When Michael turned 14, his father bought him a real racing car, and the teenager began competing in local races. Michael was a natural. He won most of his races, and soon began attracting the attention of some of the biggest teams in Formula One. In 1991, Michael Schumacher made his Formula One debut with the Jordan team. He was only meant to be a test driver, but fate had other plans. During the first race of the season, the main driver, Andrea de Cesaris, fell ill, and Schumacher was asked to replace him. Schumacher didn't disappoint. He qualified the car 7th and finished the race in a respectable 6th place. For the next 2 seasons, Schumacher continued to impress, winning several races and establishing himself as one of the most exciting drivers on the circuit. In 1993, he was signed by the Benetton team, where he would find even more success. It was during his time at Benetton that Schumacher really came into his own. He won his first championship in 1994 in controversial circumstances. The title came down to the final race of the season, and Schumacher beat Damon Hill of Williams to the championship by just 1 point. The victory was marred by an accident involving another driver and the death of a spectator. Some believe that the championship should have been awarded to Hill, but ultimately it went to Schumacher. Schumacher went on to win his second championship with Benetton in 1995. He then moved to Ferrari, where he would enjoy the most success. It was at Ferrari that Schumacher became a legend. He won 5 championships with the team and helped them to win 5 constructors' titles. He was instrumental in turning Ferrari from a mid-table team into a championship-winning team. One of Schumacher's most famous victories at Ferrari was the 2000 Canadian Grand Prix. He started the race 13th on the grid, but drove brilliantly to take the lead and win the race. It was one of the most dramatic races in Formula One history, and cemented Schumacher's status as a great. Another of Schumacher's most famous victories at Ferrari was the 2001 Japanese Grand Prix. Schumacher won the race despite breaking his foot earlier in the day. He hobbled out of his car after the race to take his place on the podium. It was a remarkable display of courage and determination. Schumacher's final victory in Formula One came at the 2006 Chinese Grand Prix. He was driving for Ferrari against the might of Renault and McLaren. It was a close-fought battle, but Schumacher came out on top. It was a fitting victory for a great driver. Schumacher retired from Formula One at the end of the 2006 season. He had won 7 championships and was the most successful driver of all time. In 2007, Schumacher came out of retirement to drive for Toyota. He remained with the team until 2009, but failed to win a championship. He announced his final retirement from Formula One in 2012. Since retiring, Schumacher has kept a low profile. He was involved in a serious skiing accident in 2013 and has been mostly out of the public eye ever since. Despite his long absence from Formula One, Schumacher is still a popular figure in the sport. His name is synonymous with Formula One, and he is one of the most recognizable faces in the world. So there you have it, the amazing story of Michael Schumacher, the man who won 7 Formula One championships and became a legend of the sport. Thanks for watching.